everyone, this is Lucy. And Lucy, I was reminding myself of all the things that you were struggling with and dealing with. I mean, I think you were a mess. I mean, there's no other way to say it. You were a mess when we met you. So you were having sleep issues, weight issues, blood sugar, fatty liver disease. You have thyroid problems, diabetes. I mean, just a whole bunch of problems. So, I think what we do these things because other people, they may have the same kind of story like you may have. So I'm just interested to know, well, first of all, how did you find us? What were you experiencing that made you join the masterclass? And then just give us a little bit of background on how this whole thing happened, how we were able to get to meet one another and work together.
Well, I have to thank my endocrinologist, which is a nurse practitioner. I may have, there's a doctor there too, but I don't see him. And I had just seen her, and I have always been very athletic, able to lose weight. Not, well, no, not always able to lose weight, but, you know, I got to where I'd ride my bike 34 miles a day and then up my cortisol and lost some weight. But then my cortisol went crazy and I had to be treated for that. So I quit doing the biking. And anyway, so I told her, I said, you know, I want to lose weight and I can't. I need help. Now, this is endocrinology, right? So she's about maybe 95 pounds. She's a little teeny person. And okay, so I said, all my friends do say for years, if I ate like you, I'd be perfect weight. They've seen me eat, they've been with me. I have probably for the last 20 years eaten really well. Now I'm eating really, really well, more healthy. But anyway, and so she looked at me and she said, calories. I said, I want to get down it was like 60 pounds at the time. And because I know that a healthy weight is still not great, but I know what I'm healthy, where I can get down to. And I said, really, I need help. Calories. So then her A1C information came in because they checked it at the office and it was 7.9. And I absolutely went out of my mind because I've had normally 5.1 for years. So everything was going out of whack. And I said, I can't have a 7.9. She'd up my Trulicity, she'd up my metformin. So when I left there, she had raised my Trulicity to 4.6 or 5, whatever it is, and raised my metformin 3 pills a day instead of 2, which I was on 4 and put myself on 3. So so she said, we're happy with that. And I said, what about my eyes? What about my kidneys? What? And she said, well, you're entering that age. And she just kind of tippy-toed around it. And she said, well, what age? We're talking about my A1C. And I said, I'm not eating like a 7.9. And she said, well, we're happy with between 7 and 8. Well, in the age range of 70 to 80. And you're just entering that range.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm so proud of myself because didn't do anything violent like I felt inside. It was like, are you kidding me? You just told me those 2 things in one session. I mean, I was just shaking inside. So that was when she upped my all those meds to help me with my 7.9. So then I saw your video online on Facebook, and it was like the end of type 2 diabetes. I'm like, I could end this. Let's go. And then I was like, oh, okay, I've got to listen to these sessions. All right. Okay, I'm getting it. I have a friend who's been doing eating similarly for years, and she's doing very well, uh, but not exactly, you know what I'm saying. So I've sort of, heard smatterings of some of these things. I'm like, well, Barb likes it, so I'm going to try it. So I was reading more, and then I signed up.
That's great. That's great. And then speed up to now. Tell me, give the audience a little bit of idea of what changes you've seen and how has all those numbers and the medications, what's happened from the when you first met us to speed up till now.
Well, when I started this, and by the way, I know people go, "Oh, I cheated, whatever." Well, you know what? When you said you need to set goals, you're a goal-oriented person. I am so goal-oriented. I thought, oh, that's me. You give me a goal, I figure the goal out, I'm on it. And I just don't cheat. I mean, if they call it cheating, I don't have the guilt about it. And I've learned if you make a mistake, you just move on and get back on the program. So I had, when I started this, so at that session, my A1C was 7.9. Yesterday it was 6.4.
That's great.
Yeah. By the way, when I left her office, I took myself down to 1 metformin. So that's 2 less than she thought I was on. So the other thing was yesterday I asked her to lower my Trulicity to 3.0. You know what she said? Oh, and I'd lost 14 pounds yesterday.
That's great.
So she says, I said, I really like you to, I talked to her about changing my thyroid medicine, and she wouldn't do that. And I asked her if she changed my Trulicity 3.0. You know what she said?
What she said.
Well, you may gain the weight back. Watch me. That's what I said. She said, I'm watching. Prove me wrong.
So
She
how have
also,
how have all your
sorry.
symptoms improved since you started with us?
Okay. So uh, when I started, I have neuropathy from chemo. 12 years ago, 13 almost, no, 12 years ago. And my feet were on fire. You know, when you said your body's on fire, my feet were on fire. It was like I was standing in coals all the time, and the pain was horrific every single minute of my day. That has gone away,
Wow.
but the neuropathy is still there. I can still, the neuropathy, it's not really pain, it's just a discomfort. It's not the on fire. I have a lot more energy. We have 6 steps to, we've been through 3 hurricanes. I live in Florida. And we have 6 steps to our park model mobile home. I barely could get up those. Now I just go up the stairs. I no longer have hip pain in my right hip. I no longer have pain in my knees. Um, I have more energy. I have um, less being depressed about not being able to do anything about anything,
So you feel more empowered.
and more power. Yeah, power. And I do believe that your body does have the power to heal. My liver panel, my liver has improved. My kidneys have improved, which I've been very careful with my kidneys all along.
That's great. That's great. And for some people who may be out there and skeptical about taking that step towards better health, what would you say for the skeptics who are out there?
Well, I would not hesitate to do it again, to do this. Um, it works. I feel that it's not my first rodeo on diets, and probably not theirs. And yes, I've lost hundreds of thousands of pounds, really, literally. Um, but, and I'm not so concerned about the weight as I am about being healthy and living longer, and my quality of life is much better. And that is what, if you have your health, you're rich.
That's right. That's
Whatever
right.
is there.
And would you
And
recommend this to anyone else who may be seeking another way and they're kind of stuck like you? They don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. Would you recommend this to someone else?
absolutely, um, it's not perfect, but people are not perfect. We're not all perfect, but it works. It's a great program. And I can't wait to see where it takes me because I'm going to get back on my bike because I haven't been on a bike in about 15, 20 years.
That's
That's one of
fantastic.
my goals.
And have your friends and family noticed a change in you?
Yes, somewhat. Mostly they say, I can see it right here in the face and the upper arms. And that I have more energy,
That's great.
lots. My son really notices that.
Well, congratulations to you. You know, I mean, this just is a testament of your will and your motivation. So, congratulations that you've seen so much improvement. I know you will continue to improve. So, thank you for taking the time to talk to us about your experience and congratulations to you.
Thank you. I know you want to end it, but I've got to say one more thing.
Of course, please do.
I, I've been traveling a lot, and I saw you with your little snacks on the plane. But I've been traveling a lot, and I have been prepared. I've been through two recent hurricanes while I've been doing this, and I've cooked my food and taken it to the little refrigerator in the hotels. And what I want to say is sometimes, it's easy to feel sorry for yourself when you walk through an entire restaurant or grocery store and there's like nothing you can see that you can eat, especially in airport. Just get over yourself. They haven't caught up with us.
And they are catching up. You know, I was on a plane not too long ago and they served beef sticks and pistachios. So it's all about making the choices that you know that you need to make if you want your health. So, but thank you for sharing that. And that is just again is a testament to your resilience and to your focus that you want to do what you need to do to get better. So that's great.
Thank you. I've heard resilience about me a lot lately. That's a word I've heard when people describe me. So thank you. I hadn't thought of it that way.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you again. And I know that that you will just continue to see more progress. So congratulations to you.
And my motto is always have hope, never give up.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's a perfect way to end our interview. So thanks.
Thank you.